Hey there guys, we're taking a look at Tomb Raider running on the AMD Ryzen 5 5500U. Now this is currently running at 1080p with the high preset. Now the performance here is actually very good. Specifically, look at those frame times. It is such a just flat line throughout most of it. You're going to see very few spikes here and there, which means we are having a very smooth experience. You can see that by the fact the 1% lows are not that far away from the averages, and we are within spitting distance of a 60 FPS average. This is really fantastic performance at a high preset. Now there are two presets above this. There is ultimate, and then there is, well, no, there's ultra, and then there's ultimate. Ultimate, I think all it does compared to ultra is turn on like the Tress FX like hair rendering technology that just really murders your GPU. So it's super unnecessary. Already you get most of the visual improvements just from going to high. Ultra is really not necessary, and especially ultimate. Ultimate is just, you just want to murder your GPU for no reason. Overall, the experience of playing at 1080p is really solid. If I didn't have that FPS counter, I wouldn't even really think about the performance here. This is just fantastic levels of performance, and you are getting most of the visuals that you're going to get out of this game. You're already running it better than the consoles that were out at the time when this was out. Now you could also drop things down to 720p if you want, and at that point you can play the game at ultra at pretty much similar FPS than this. But again, there's really no visual difference between high and ultra, so I don't really see a reason to do that, but you can if you want to. I feel like if you're going to drop it to 720p, you might as well leave it at the high settings and then just get an above 60 experience the entire time. Alternatively, you can also just set the game to medium or low and get a above 60 FPS experience at 1080p. Just one of those things that I don't really see a reason for it. I think running it at high, you get all of the visuals, you get most of the performance anyway, and this is pretty much the perfect levels of performance for the 60 hertz screen on this laptop anyway. So this is the most ideal situation. I'm really happy with how this performs. This is an absolute win in my book.